Marketers are your messengers. They find out what a company wants to do, why, what a product's supposed to do, and they get that message to the intended audience. They also help a business understand who that audience should be, who will be most receptive to their message.
The fundamentals of marketing haven't changed, but some of the tools have really evolved over time. Advertising, for example, is a completely different world today than it was even 20 years ago, and especially with the advent of social media. What I want my students to walk away understanding is the importance of knowing who your target market is and being able to address the needs of that target market. And that's the thing that hasn't changed over time. You know, one person might be a marketer and do nothing but research. So they're talking to people, they're doing surveys, they're doing online research, and then compiling data. Another marketer might be doing nothing but helping to design communication campaigns. So they're working with, somebody like Wieden and Kennedy to help develop an advertising program for a new product.
People who pursue a career in marketing are looking to convince people, consumers or other businesses, to buy the good or service that they are producing.
I came in knowing I can choose my own path. I can choose what I want to do. I really enjoyed marketing because I was able to use my creativity in a new way that I hadn't been able to in high school. I hadn't had enough opportunities, and I really liked the design aspect of it.
Career opportunities for marketeers, marketing communication, agency work, which would be working with a Wieden and Kennedy type of agency, marketing communications within a company itself, product management, brand management, sales, obviously. Social media is big and very applicable for our students.
Yeah, a lot of our students will go on in marketing careers working as a marketing coordinator. They might do some brand ambassador work or social media marketing. I think sometimes students are surprised about going into event planning and that's sort of an offshoot of the marketing field. So we have a lot of students who are pursuing event planning. And then we also have students in the marketing program who have more creative backgrounds. So we see students who have graphic design experience and are going into marketing on the more creative side.
Doors are rarely closed. If you have one specific track and then you're done with that, you can often jump into another area and a lot of your credits will transfer. It's a great reason to see an advisor to find out how many of those credits transfer and in which ways we can get them to transfer that are most successful for you.
Once they've already committed to a program of study and they have an idea of the direction that they want to go, I can help refine that for them. I can point them in directions. I do encourage a lot of students to go out and network.
I think the PCC program gives students the fundamentals of real-world business schools, like how to communicate, like how to have some critical thinking and think of the big picture so you can see a problem, its component parts, break it down and fix it.
The only reason I didn't get a 4-year degree is because I was offered the job I'm currently in before I even graduated from PCC, and I love what I'm doing. So I gained a lot of confidence when I found a place like PCC that I felt comfortable, staff welcomed me, I didn't feel like I had to get an A. I came in knowing I can choose my own path, I can choose what I want to do. I really enjoyed marketing because I was able to use my creativity in a new way that I hadn't been able to in high school. I hadn't had enough opportunities, and I really liked the design aspect of it. I would give students the advice of if you're not sure what you want to do, I wouldn't necessarily spend a bunch of money just to say that you've gone to a 4-year university. Take your time, use your resources, and save some money and go to a 2-year school like Portland Community College and figure out what you want to do and then segue that into a possible 4-year degree.
What I like most about the PCC business program is it's practical. It takes the theory and then applies it to practical application. All of our faculty are practitioner faculty at PCC.
Real world experience is definitely very important to me because I want to learn from people who have the actual experience, and it's definitely different than a high school experience where it's more of teachers. The teachers here at PCC are actual professional business.
I have about 25 years of being an executive in big telephone companies and doing business development work overseas for them, doing marketing for them, product development for them, market management for them.
I worked in the financial services industry, and I worked as a product manager. So I was responsible for marketing a product for a large financial institution.
In the real world, I worked in marketing for 15 years, and most of that was in product management, some of it in marketing communications, but also some of it was at senior levels, so I had to work with and supervise people at all levels of marketing. What I sense from my students when I use real life experience and real life stories is they get very excited about careers in marketing, and when I tell them about like developing a imager for firefighters by burning down buildings, they just really dig on that kind of stuff.
I was very impressed with the faculty at PCC, and I really enjoyed hearing about staff's experience before they may have stepped into the teaching degree, and it was very helpful that a lot of the business faculty had prior business experience and they weren't just teaching.
Business can be defined in a lot of different ways, from small business all the way up to very large corporations, and that we interact with businesses in a wide variety of roles as consumers and as customers and as employees, and they start to get a more well-rounded view of what business is and its importance in our society.
When I was at PCC, I didn't necessarily think I would be using everything that I learned in my business degree in my current job, which is true. There's some things that I'm not using, but for the majority of all of my classes, I'm definitely using them in the workforce. My 2-year degree definitely helped me get this job, so I don't think I would have gotten this job without my PCC degree.